Yeah. Now on the MPO side, we talked about this a little bit, but Ricky, I mean, we joked about last year a little bit, but Ricky realistically owns this event.
He does.
Because I mean, even last year, if the round finished out or went to the final round, whatever, he was probably coming. He's either winning or coming second. I mean, he could have come third, obviously, whatever, but he kind of dominates out there because even in 2019 Worlds, he made that crazy comeback when Paul won, and he had a chance to throw it in on hole 18 when he was like out of it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty upset with myself. I didn't pick him to win. I'm glad I put him in my top 3. I just have to blame. I have to blame my mental fog of sleep deprivation last week for that. But he's now not lost 3 years in a row, and I mean, he tried to make it a little interesting yesterday with the double bogey on 17 during the final round, but it didn't really change matter.
Much. Yeah,
no.
Ricky is. I mean, the dude's a different breed. He going in. I mean, both of those courses for MPO were playing like they were playing tough. They were no joke. I mean, we know the Northwoods plays tough, but Eureka Temp is no cakewalk. There's so many chances to get in trouble there. And, he gets into that final round and he's got really good players on his heels. Everything pointed to, and this has happened a few times this year and it's kind of bummed me out a little bit, but it is what it is, where like everything points to, we're going to have ourselves, an absolute horse race here going into the final round. Like we've got Paul a few strokes back, AB is right there. Gannon right there, like really good players. This is going to be awesome. And then he kind of just pulls away and, leaves them all in the dust. And, that's just Rick, he can just do that. He's demoralizing to play against because he is so hard to match shot for shot because there are days where he is on and you just feel like there's nothing you can do. You take a bad hole and he just keeps chugging along. And that's just kind of what it was. I mean, he owns this event and it is a great event to own because it is a really hard one to win consistently, because anybody can just have a bad time at Northwoods. So I think that Rick has, proven himself. He had a few shaky weeks, he had the injury situation going on, but he's making his case to be, the leader, the favorite going into Worlds. That's for sure.
Yeah. Especially going
back to Emporia.
I'll call it home.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Ricky's odds to win right now, like if you were betting on it, would be shocking. Like they would be so good.
Yeah.
Because like he seems like a very clear favorite.
Yeah, I mean, he's won there before. He's going home he's going to be there. There is something about players being at an event that like their main sponsor puts on. Like Discraft with D-Glow and Ledgestone. I mean, that's why I put Paul in my top 3. I know on the show y'all were like a little surprised that I picked him to win. When you're at an event that Paul's going to feel so comfortable with Nate Heinold, Bob and Mike are always there, Ben Askren was out there. It's a very loose event for Discraft players, and you have the face of Discraft and Paul. He was going to show up. And I mean, he did.
He did.
But like that's what I look at, and when we go to Worlds, Ricky's going to show up. I mean, obviously, Ricky and Paul are always going to show up, but I think Ricky has a little bit of the edge because all of Dynamic's going to be there.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, they are always there. They can't move. And so you definitely have to think he has a little bit of advantage. But going to the final round, I was really thinking this was a chance for one of the young guns, Gannon or AB, to take it down. I wanted AB, obviously.
I really thought the AB... He didn't blow up through the third round, which I really thought was like going to be where it happened. And I really thought it was going to happen. I felt it for some reason. I was like, oh my gosh, like, cause you know why I felt it? I was like, there has been so many different winners this year. Like, we're seeing Alden Harris, Isaac Robinson, Bradley Williams. Like we're seeing all these different winners. Like this would just make sense if like, this is where AB wins. Like that would make sense for this season. Yeah. And I was really expecting it and he played okay, took fourth, but yeah, Rick was just unbeatable. Unfortunately.
Well, that's what I mean, he had enough birdies to tie Rick. He just
made
six
too many
bogeys.
Mistakes, yeah.
Because he had 8 birdies that final round, and that would have put him at 26 under, which would have tied him with Rick. Or at least like going into hole 18, they would have been tied or had some pressure because of Rick's double bogey. But obviously, we're talking about a lot of scenarios because now Rick keeps his double bogey and AB erases 6 bogeys. But still, like he played the course well. And Gannon hung around. It was really the stretch for Rick was 8 to 13. He didn't miss a hole. He got them all. And during that stretch, AB went even, and Gannon went, was it 1 over? Yeah, I'm looking at it. He went 1 over. So There it is. That's the tournament.
Right.
And Paul made a push, but it was too little too late.
Yeah. Yeah, he really did surge towards the end. That's Rick. He's gonna be tough to beat, and he's proven that when he puts himself in the mix this year, he's really hard to top. I think I'm just gonna say this right now. If Rick wins Worlds this year, this is a hot take. If Rick wins Worlds this year and gets his 3rd world title, I think he finishes his career with more world titles than Paul.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
no, not a chance.
Not a chance.
Really?
He's only 29 years old.
Obviously, I can't say not a chance because statistically there is a chance. But I'm saying the field has gotten way too good. I think people winning multiple worlds, that era is a little behind.
What about?
So he'd have to win 3 more. He'd have to win 3 more from now till the end of his career, and I don't see that happening.
I don't know. You give
That's
Rick,
just a tie, Paul.
You give Rick 7 more years in his prime after this. He's gonna win a little less than half of them after this year. I don't know.
So 7. So he wins this year. Let's just give him that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So now he's a 3-time world champion.
29.
He has to win 3 out of the next 7 years against
Gannon
Bird.
That's giving him a prime till age
around.
36, which he could go further than that. But I would say that's generous.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. No, because he'd have to win almost half the worlds from now for over the next 7 years. You have to win almost half the worlds.
I don't know, man.
Who do you guys think is?
I don't see it.
Who do you guys think is our next first-time world champion?
Gannon Burr.
I was thinking. Options out there.
I forgot Eagle existed.
Yeah, it's tough to argue against Eagle after that European performance.
Eagle, there's 2 things that are gonna happen. Okay, if Eagle, man, because there's a chance that Eagle or Gannon could win at Emporia this year.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
And topple Rick. I would almost say I think Rick's by far the favorite. I think Eagle's second. Paul's always going to be in the mix at Worlds. What is it, 10 years in a row now that he's come in second or first at Worlds?
Since
I believe
2012. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in year 10,
this is year
which
10.
obviously we missed 2020, but whatever.
Yeah.
So obviously Paul's going to be up there, but what did Gannon finish at the Dynamic Disc Open?
I don't even remember. Was he there?
If he wasn't there, that could be super sneaky. Because it seems like courses that play well for Gannon's play style.
I don't think there is a course that doesn't play well for Gannon's play style.
He came in 10th.
Oh, so he did okay there considering the conditions.
Okay, Ricky kind of bullied the field.
Yeah, he did.
He won by 6.
Well, you remember
Simon's a sneaky one that could win Worlds this year. World is going to be interesting.
It's just going to. It's going to be very because if the wind is down, which it will be, compared to where it was last time, that court is going to play completely different. So that's where it gets tough.
I would be happy with a Simon win.
Worlds is going to be very interesting.